Okay, we're going to make candied pistachios, but really you could use any nut at all. So in my pot, I've got the water, the corn syrup or glucose, and the sugar. And I've just put it in just so that it's just covering the bottom. And I've added the sugar just till it looks like wet sand. I was very careful to not get any crystals on the sides of the pot. But if you did get little sugar crystals around the sides, you just want to brush it down with a wet pastry brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on high. And what I'm looking for is for all the water to evaporate and for it to go a nice amber color. I have everything ready to go. And so we're just going to wait for it to cook. You really want to try not to stir. So unless you see a big chunk that's not melting or something that looks dry, really try not to stir it right at the beginning. It'll help prevent crystals. So you can see most of the water is evaporated, and just in this section it's starting to get kind of a caramel color. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a swirl, and this part's going to go really quickly. So just as it's gone to that nice caramel color, I'm going to turn the heat off. And then I'm going to add my nuts. I'm just going to give those a quick stir around. If all of a sudden it gets all hard in the middle, just turn your heat back on. Okay, but you want to work really quickly and just throw your candied nuts onto a tray. If you can, just sort of spread them out a little bit. And there we go. We're just going to leave those to cool. And then once they're cool, we can either break them up with a knife, small chop them, break them up with your hands. But it's just a way to make candied nuts a little bit, or nuts on as a garnish, just a little bit more interesting rather than just raw nuts on a tray.